Hi there, I'm Craig Helpman of Ottawa Swordplay here with Marla again, and we're going to be talking about shooting the point long. Shooting the point long is a technique that is similar to a winding. It's actually very similar to the fifth winding, but it's used a little bit differently. Before we talk too much about the technical aspect of doing it though, I want to explain a little bit of the reasoning behind it and the philosophy. In the sources that we study, they often write what your opponent might be doing, and often they are described doing something that is suboptimal. And for a long time I've wondered why that is and what we should do if we're fighting against people who know what to do better than that. But after a long time I realized that some of these techniques are designed to only leave your partner or opponent suboptimal choices. And that is the purpose of shooting the point long. So we will show how this technique works. We're going to be working with an Oberhau and Zornhau, and that Zornhau flows directly into it. We're going to widen up our distance a little bit here, and as we move forward with techniques, you'll probably see that our distance continues to get wider and wider as we add more to them. But we start this technique from a little bit further out of a guard position. So again, Marla and I are both starting in the guard, and what's going to happen is I'm going to do an Oberhau, Marla's now going to do a Zornhau, and having taken control of the center, she's now going to wind into the thumb grip and extend straight towards me like so, maintaining pressure on my blade. And what she's done now is she's turned her sword into a barrier that extends from my right side to her left side. And this is a much stronger barrier than flug that she was in before. If I try and do a fifth winding against this, it's much harder for me, and I can't do it getting my point going directly to her face. I have to lift up my point to leave her away, and that gives Marla more time and opportunity to do things. So we'll demonstrate that broken down again. I do the Oberhau, Marla does the Zornhau, and Inda shoots the point long towards me. And again, we really want that to flow nicely. It's important she complete her Zornhau, but then she must go directly into shooting the point long. So we're going to do it with a little bit more flow. And there we go. Our distance got a little bit closer and I got gap. Perfect. Now, we're going to actually change our position so you can see this from a different angle and see exactly how the shooting the point long is shutting your partner's blade out completely.
One, go.
Hi there, so we've just changed our position so you can see this from an angle and see what's going on. And in this case, I'm going to actually do the shooting the point long to demonstrate the position of it. So again, we're in the guard. I'm facing Marla, and she's going to begin with her Oberhau, which is coming in pointed at my face. I do my Zornhau. I've dominated the center here. She still, though, has the ability to regain leverage. So I'm now going to rotate into the thumb grip and shoot the point long. I've kept pressure on her blade here, and you can see my sword is making a line from my shoulder to Marla's shoulder. And this is a really strong barrier. The thumb grip gives me all kinds of leverage. I can actually resist this one-handed if I need to. Yeah, that's fun. And this is a stronger thing, which means that if Marla is going to overpower me, she has to raise her point up to get her strong on my weak, and that gives me so many more options. Thank you very much.